In the heart of New York City, where skyscrapers scrape the sky and streets thrum with the pulse of life, there exists an urban legend whispered among the city's inhabitants. It tells of a shadowy figure that haunts the alleyways and rooftops, preying on unsuspecting souls who dare to venture out after dark. They call it the Night Stalker, a phantom who strikes fear into the hearts of even the bravest New Yorkers. It begins with the disappearance of Emily White, a young artist who vanishes without a trace while walking home from a late-night gallery opening. Her friends and family are baffled by her sudden disappearance, and the police are stumped by the lack of evidence. But as more people go missing under similar circumstances, rumours of the Night Stalker's return spread like wildfire through the city. Detective Marcus Harris is assigned to the case, determined to uncover the truth behind the mysterious disappearances plaguing the city. As he delves deeper into the investigation, he uncovers a tangled web of secrets and lies that lead him to the doorstep of a powerful underground organisation known as the Black Hand. With each new revelation, Marcus realises that the Night Stalker is more than just a myth. It's a deadly reality that threatens to consume the city. As the investigation heats up, Marcus finds himself drawn into the depths of the city's subway system, where rumours of paranormal activity run rampant. Armed with nothing but a flashlight and his wits, Marcus descends into the dark tunnels, where he encounters strange shadows and eerie whispers that seem to echo from the walls themselves. But as he gets closer to the truth, he realizes that the subway holds secrets far more terrifying than he ever imagined. In a heart-pounding showdown beneath the streets of New York City, Marcus comes face to face with the Night Stalker and the sinister forces behind its reign of terror. With the help of his allies, he battles the darkness that threatens to engulf the city, confronting his own fears and doubts along the way. But as the final confrontation unfolds, Marcus realizes that defeating the Night Stalker may come at a price he's not willing to pay. As dawn breaks over the skyline of New York City, the Night Stalker's reign of terror comes to an end. But the scars it leaves behind will linger for years to come. As the city mourns its losses and struggles to rebuild, Marcus reflects on the darkness that lurks beneath the surface of even the most vibrant metropolis. And as he looks out over the city that never sleeps, he knows that the shadows will always be there, waiting to claim their next victim.
In the heart of New York City, amidst the towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, a young couple, Alex and Sarah, arrive at their new apartment in Brooklyn. Excited to start their new life in the city that never sleeps, they are greeted by their friendly neighbors and the promise of endless opportunities. But as night falls and the city comes alive with neon lights and the sounds of sirens, they soon realize that there is more to New York than meets the eye. One evening, while exploring the labyrinthine alleys of Chinatown, Alex and Sarah stumble upon an old fortune teller's shop tucked away in a hidden corner. Intrigued by the mysterious aura surrounding the place, they decide to venture inside. The fortune teller, an elderly woman with piercing eyes, warns them of the dark forces that lurk in the shadows of the city, urging them to be vigilant and beware of what lies ahead. As the days pass, strange occurrences begin to plague Alex and Sarah's apartment. Doors slam shut on their own, objects move inexplicably, and whispers echo through the empty rooms in the dead of night. Convinced that their apartment is haunted, they seek the help of a paranormal investigator who uncovers a tragic history of violence and betrayal that has left its mark on the building for decades. Driven by curiosity and a thirst for answers, Alex delves into the city's hidden underbelly, uncovering a secret society that operates in the shadows, its members bound by ancient rituals and dark magic. As he delves deeper into the society's dark secrets, he realizes that he may have stumbled upon something far more sinister than he ever imagined. Something that threatens not only his own life, but the lives of everyone he holds dear. In a race against time, Alex and Sarah must confront the dark forces that have taken hold of their apartment and the city itself. With the help of their friends and allies, they navigate the treacherous streets of New York, uncovering clues and unraveling mysteries that lead them to a final showdown with the malevolent entity that lurks in the shadows. Armed with courage and determination, they must face their greatest fears and fight for their lives against an enemy that will stop at nothing to consume them. As dawn breaks over the city skyline, Alex and Sarah emerge victorious from their ordeal, the dark forces that once threatened to engulf them, vanquished by their bravery and resilience. Though scars remain, both physical and emotional, they emerge stronger than ever, their bond forged in the crucible of adversity. And as they look out over the city that has become their home, they know that they are ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold together.
In the heart of New York City, where the skyscrapers reach for the heavens and the streets pulse with life, Emily Carter arrives from the small town of Rockville with dreams of making it big. But as she steps off the bus and into the bustling metropolis, she feels a chill run down her spine, as if the city itself is watching her with malevolent eyes. Emily finds a small, run-down apartment in the heart of the city, its walls adorned with peeling wallpaper and its floors creaking with every step. But despite its flaws, she feels a strange sense of comfort within its walls, as if the building itself is alive with secrets waiting to be uncovered. As the days pass, however, Emily begins to notice strange occurrences. Shadows that move of their own accord, whispers in the night that seem to echo through the walls. Next door to Emily's apartment lives an elderly woman named Mrs. Jenkins, a recluse who rarely ventures outside. Emily tries to befriend her, but Mrs. Jenkins seems distant, as if she is hiding something behind her weathered facade. One night, Emily hears strange noises coming from Mrs. Jenkins' apartment, the sound of chanting and the clinking of glass. When she investigates, she finds the old woman hunched over a table, covered in candles and strange symbols, muttering incantations in a language she does not recognize. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily delves into the history of her apartment building and its enigmatic residents. What she discovers shocks her to the core. The building was once home to a cult that worshipped dark forces beyond human comprehension, and Mrs. Jenkins is the last surviving member. As Emily unravels the mysteries of the past, she realizes that the shadows that haunt her apartment are more than just figments of her imagination. They are the restless spirits of the cult's victims, trapped between worlds and seeking revenge on the living. Armed with newfound knowledge, Emily confronts Mrs. Jenkins in a final showdown between good and evil. As the two women face off in a battle of wills, the walls of the apartment building begin to shake, and the shadows coalesce into a dark, swirling vortex. In a desperate bid to save herself and the city she now calls home, Emily must tap into powers she never knew she possessed and confront the darkness that lurks within her own soul. In the end, only one thing is certain. In the concrete jungle of New York City, the line between reality and nightmare is thin, and the shadows that lurk in the darkness are more than just figments of the imagination. They are the harbingers of a darkness that threatens to consume us all.